Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope all are doing well. This is a new video guys, and we are very specially going to look into the aspects of a CarPlay device which I've installed in my Scram 440. And man, I'm telling you, this is a lifesaver for me because I use a Samsung S23 Ultra, and keeping this in the GPS mount has always been a worry for me because it's a very expensive phone, and keeping it there, vibrations, sensor issues, so many things can come. So this particular product what I've installed, the CarPlay, has been really wonderful, and it's been really helpful for me. I'm very happy for the fact that I was able to get this done. So the model what I used is LBC's Moto M3 Elite. It's a 6.2 inch display with a magnetic quick release where I can release it and take it wherever I want. And then it has the CarPlay, auto Android with camera, TPMS and GPS options as well available in this. So super amazing product guys. I will not take much of your time. We'll quickly go into the video and show you all the settings, how it looks, everything aspects of the particular device. Very beautiful looking display what I have right now. So I had my GPS mount here where I used to keep the Bobo's claw mount with the damper in it, so that I can use and as well as bigger phones and premium phones in it. But somewhere I feel during the ride, I felt that always I have to use my phone, attend calls. Sometimes the Bluetooth does not connect properly. So many things have been going on. So I always wanted to make sure that I keep my phone safe, especially the premium phones what I use. So that's the reason I went and purchased this particular thing. It's a pretty awesome brand. It looks really unique. I can remove these easily and take it home. I bought the magnetic removal one, and you have something which is available as a kind of a mount with this particular device itself, and you can mount it in the GPS mount itself. So the moment you switch on the key, so there'll be an amazing beautiful display coming here saying LBC Moto, and you have the website details, everything available. It talks about CarPlay and everything, and automatically my phone gets paired to it and song starts playing. So I have to be ready so that I don't get the copyright. So first of all, I'll tell you what all features are there. It is a magnetic quick release device. It is a 6.2 inch display. So it has the CarPlay and auto Android system with camera and TPMS, and also it has the GPS option. I get another controller switch here. So this controller switch has 3 buttons. One is like to change the look or aesthetics of the particular display, and I have the camera option, then I have the calling option. So every time I switch on the bike and start my ride, the whole footage gets recorded both from the front and the back. So because it has 2 cameras coming up, I checked on the number plate whether it's visible. It has been visible because I took the bike for a spin in the evening. On the broad daylight also I've taken and seen number plates are visible. On the night I'm not still sure how it looks, whether the number plates are captured, but I'll do test that and put it as a separate short video, so that you get a picture. So now the moment I press this button, right, so I can control everything here also. So I can control everything. I can play the music, I can go to maps, I can go to Spotify here, then I can go to settings of the Android, because right now I'm using S23 Ultra. It gives it all, but we also have an option of Apple. So we have the brightness option, home option, and this is the camera option. So the recording is already started. So you could see the clarity. This is the rear camera. If I need to actually move into the front camera, I just swipe this. Look at the kind of quality it comes, guys. Pretty amazing quality. And if I need to have both front and back, swipe once again. This is the front, this is the back. So if I see here, let me just try to see if I can zoom it. Let me see if there's any zoom option. I don't see any zoom option coming. Yeah, I don't see any zoom option, but I have an option to capture a picture. So snapshot is saved. Then I have recording locked. I can remove the recording right now, unlocked. This is something to do with audio, whether audio should be captured or not. And this is I think this is the playlist, all the entries, what's there, what's been recorded, that is there. So recording has started. So this particular display is like the initial display. This has the speedometer, it has the direction, it has the air pressure monitor. Again, air pressure monitor is plus or minus 4 psi is what they say from the company. So I really don't go with this. I generally go with the manual process of checking it. So we have recording option, you have the playback option, then we have this is the kind of auto Android option. and we come back. We have the brightness. We can increase the brightness. Just tap on this A. Once again I tap on this, and it has automatic brightness sensor. So during the day the brightness will get adjusted according to the sunlight. That option is also there. And then we have the settings. So under settings we have a lot of options: recording time, recording auxiliary button, pull mirror back, screensaver, automatic brightness, tire pressure test, time settings, split screen mode, then we have language, GPS, then we have GPS speed limit, we have the clear connection history. That means all the Bluetooth connections will be removed, all the multiple phones. We have format option, reset option, firmware update, everything's available. GPS speed limit also is there. So we have in miles per hour, kilometer per hour, we can set everything. Even in GPS, if we go, we will get the latitude, everything, all the information. What is the speed did we go, all the information will be available. And we have the tire pressure monitor. Again, this is not accurate, but we do have an option of keeping a threshold. If it goes below the threshold, we'll start getting alarm from the tool itself. So if you come back, we'll show the recorded time. So it will be 5 minutes, 1 minute, so multiple recordings will happen. I've always chosen 5 minutes as one single shot. Then we have audio recording is there. Auxiliary button is something I'm not sure on what is it. Pull back mirror is, again, the camera will pull back the screen completely. Screensaver, again, how to go off all those information. Right now it's on off, but in 3 minutes the display can go off also. Automatic brightness is involved, so the moment I do this, I can increase, decrease. The moment I do this, it auto adjusts. So if you see, the moment I remove this, I increase it, the brightness increases, but the moment I click on automatic brightness limit, the brightness gets adjusted. So that's one. So tire pressure monitor we have seen. We'll come back. Time setting is there, and then split screen. I don't know about this. This is a half screen mode. Connector address on. Let's see what happens. I don't know what about this option. Full screen mode. Okay. If I click on this half screen and I press this button, let's see what happens. Okay, let me come out and then press this button. Okay. So if you see here, this is the half screen. So I have the footage is also coming here. I could move it across. I have the map here. I have the climate and the nighttime or daytime. That option is there. So apart from that, what else I have? I have the song playing option also. This is complete background of my phone. So the split screen option is there. So if I go down again, I click on this full screen mode, it will go for full screen mode. So these are the options available, guys, and I will show you where are the cameras placed exactly. Right now what I feel is the front side camera is not the accurate position, but still it does the job. It covers the complete region. I'll quickly show you. So these are my JC's fog lights. Under the fog lights I put it here. It's very sturdy, guys. I'll quickly show you 1 second. My phone should not fall off. It's pretty sturdy, no shakes, nothing, but I can adjust the tilt. That I can do. Pretty good double tape they've given, so it's pretty strong and neat. And on the rear, just below my top box, I've installed it here. So this is also solid and rigid. So if you look into the coverage, what's the coverage what you get for these cameras? So let me go into the snapshot saved. I'll come back again. So this is the range what we get. So from the wall till this one, but we can't move around this way. We could just change. When you swipe, it changes. So this is the front view. You could see the yellow car there, right? In this also you could see the yellow car very clear. The brightness, the light which gets captured in the lens of the camera is really nice. And this is the rear camera. Again, rear camera I'll show you. This is the kind of brightness, but if you see, this is the real brightness what you get. And you have this dual screen. So pretty awesome, guys. This is very nice. And that's it. This is the device, and this device is removable. All you have to do is, there's a cable here. I'll quickly show you with the light. So that you see this cable, right? This cable, you have to just rotate it here on the top. The needle will come out, and then this is something like you just tilt it this way. I'll show you. You have to do it this way, like let me show you the exact way. I just want to make sure this comes out well. So you do this in the front like this and pull it up, it'll come. It's magnetic, right? So it'll come, and you can adjust it accordingly. You can adjust this mount also as you wish. The mount, what is there, connectivity, I can pull it down if I need, like this, however I want, during off-road, whatever it is I want to do, and I can move it this way as well. So this is one, and I don't know why the dogs are barking. Anyways, so this wire can be removed and this device can be taken back home as well, and it's very easy to fit. It just takes about 2 minutes to fix the whole thing, this whole device. So yes guys, this is my new setup for navigation, monitoring my tire pressure, GPS camera, security cameras for my bike. I really wanted my ride to be safe, and using my Samsung or iPhone, you know, on the GPS mount, having vibrations, future sensor problems, I do not want to get into it. So it was one of the best investments what I've done right now, and I think my bike Scram has been fulfilled completely with the complete mods, and I hope this video has been very useful for you also. You could decide whether you want to go for a Apple Android CarPlay setup or you want to stick back with the GPS setup. It completely depends upon your choice, but this is what the features available in this particular device. So we have an upcoming video after this on the exhaust change on my Scram, which many people asked was the last modification, but that's not the last. And also I customized my handlebar a little bit. I'll do a separate video on that as well. As I always say, if you're new to my channel, subscribe, like, share, and hit the bell button so that you get regular notification. You may get regular notification videos going forward, because I was pretty busy in the last couple of months with my official work, so I'll be able to do a lot of videos going forward. So you can expect a lot of videos on the Scram 440, whether it's really worth it, customizing, and does the purpose. So I'll see you in the next video guys. Until then, stay tuned, stay safe, sayonara, and goodbye.